Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Shotgun snap it again to Etienne.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13.
Lawrence.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
He's got a man complete.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 74 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out,
and the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Yeah.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Crosby is good, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Opposite. Leo! Hey, orbit!
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Lawrence to throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are actually wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 1st downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to
touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Block it. Block it.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter from the 10. And he takes this near the 25, just a little. Call it to 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Inside give to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have the Jaguars
Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Straight ahead, Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Make 3. 2-18, chopper. Hey, stop.
Now Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
Here we go. Set.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And this one is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Jones now in motion left. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Jump out!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confident.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
In motion left goes Jones. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Open man right side is Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Etienne will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Etienne. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late.
but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise for me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Rodgers looking to throw. Open man, this is Lewis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Rodgers again now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today.
Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah. X3, 218, chopper.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Lawrence steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. So a win here for the Packers. And we've said it so many times in the past, but it was Aaron Rodgers, CD, who really led the way.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top of his game, didn't we? That was a masterful performance. 5 touchdown passes, and I'll let you know a little secret, partner. I think it could have been more.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Rodgers forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Lance. And able to haul it in
is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Hey, blue check, man. Blue, go. Go,
And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Jones. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Here's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. So back-to-back plays, each getting... Third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Jones will score. Touchdown, Packers. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed him.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd down and 4.
Striker, 3-3.
The Lance now to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The center receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Lance going to sneak it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, green. Right, 97, field, black, yellow, line.
To throw, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Lance looking to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Lance. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lance now on 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man. That's Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to DeGuara. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Lance. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Wait. Hey, man.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded at about the 28.
So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. So we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Rodgers. And a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround, but they want to try and win this one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
On 2nd and 7, Lance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Shot 17.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing now is Lance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Rolling to his right. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, that is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Rodgers now on 1st down.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And complete once again to Watson. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 19 yards away. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off. Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Flushed out right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The keeper good for only 4. That's going to lead to a fourth down.
Come on, set. 52 blaster. Striker, 3-3. Blaster, 6. Blue striker.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
And cycle. Red cycle. Blue, go.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going over against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as he
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now it's Rodgers. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers get a bit closer. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
it was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
On the move to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Black Ultra. Black Belt. You kill it.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
This one caught by Kittle.
And he is going to have the Niners first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
and 10 now from the 27. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Purdy. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They'll try with McKinnon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Well, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Four yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Slot man moves right. On 4th down, here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On 1st down, Purdy steps away to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Purdy off the play fake. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Jennings. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Buying time to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Chiefs 24, 49ers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Rolling to his left. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That's another 49er.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Gold is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Juju Smith-Schuster on the touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Purdy being chased out left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 1st down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's Mahomes. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. gun. They will run with McKinnon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mahomes now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.